Hello, welcome back to Two Witches Talking with Megan and Morgan. I am Megan, and I'm here with the lovely Morgan as always. Hello, my dear.
No, refill on coffee, so we're good.
Yay, we're good. Yes. In case this is the first episode you've tuned in on, we're doing a little block of recording. So last week and this week's episode are basically the same morning. Well, actually the same morning. And so we have refilled coffee, we are good to go, and we are ready to talk about fun and spooky Yule and Christmas time traditions. So I am going to warn you, there's going to be a lot of faux German accents happening, so just prepare yourself.
Yeah. It's going to be fun.
Yeah,
there's a lot
we're
of
talking
creepy...
about three things each, right?
Yeah. And they're creepy. Like, I cannot believe, like, when we were deciding to do this episode, everything, especially in Europe, it's all doom and gloom at the holidays, like as far as like folklore. It's crazy how it's bloody, it's gory, it's crazy. Like,
well, what I love, you said yesterday, you were like, if kids are bad, there's gonna be like 18 things coming after them. I'm like, I know.
And like, not even to just like, you know, like here in America, it's like, oh, the kids will get coal in their stocking. In Europe, the kids are going to get ripped in half. Like,
right. Eaten.
There's so much cannibalism in their, in their Christmas folklore. Like, it's crazy. I love it.
It's ridiculous.
That's why I'm so excited about this one.
I love it. I love it so much. Well, it is officially December when this comes out, so it is Yule time. It is also the day before perhaps Morgan's favorite Yule time tradition.
Krampus Nacht.
Let's start it with Krampus.
Yeah, so I cannot say it without being absolutely horrible, like, because I will just be in a regular conversation. For example, we create Krampus products here at Ink Goddess Creations. We have like a beard oil, and we've had all kinds of like a candle and stuff. And so I could be talking and I'm like, oh, well, we'll need to launch the Krampus items at a certain time because Krampus Nacht is December 5th. I can't not say it like that. And it makes me laugh every time. So
it makes me laugh every time too.
Yeah. So I love Krampus. He is basically like Santa Claus's dark, devilish counterpart. And this is from like Europe, Germany, you know, Austria. Like, I think it's pretty just common over there, the belief of Krampus. But basically, as Saint Nicholas would go around for the good children and be leaving presents, Krampus would be going along with him, kidnapping the bad kids, throwing them in his basket, never to be seen again. There might be torture involved. He might beat them as he's throwing them into his bag. Because I think he had like a wicker basket that he on his back.
And did he have like a switch with him?
Yeah.
So he could like beat him too? Oh,
yeah, there's chains involved as well.
That's right.
Yeah, there's chains. So, I love this. He's depicted as a horned, hoofed character. Just absolutely crazy. And I think it's actually like the night of the Krampus Nacht is December 5th. So he stomps through the town reminding naughty kids that the universe has consequences. This is sometimes in the shape of a giant demon dragging a basket for abducting brats.
Abduct the brats.
So it's basically like pre-Christian Alpine traditions.
Yeah.
So he's the like original naughty list enforcer. There is a movie which we started watching, I don't know, 5 or 6 years ago with the kids when they were older teenagers called, there's a horror movie called Krampus. It's a horror until you get to the gingerbread men. that attack you. Like his little minions are like gingerbread men. So it's like a horror comedy. I love it. We watch it every year on December 5th.
I love that.
And even I think this year my family has boycotted. Like Colin and Gabe are like, we're not watching Krampus again, and I'm like, y'all are not watching Krampus, but I shall be honoring Krampus because I at the moment do not feel like being abducted into a wicker basket and being taken off to God knows where. So I'm gonna honor Krampus.
That's true.
Yeah. And I even have, I'll take one up. I wore my Krampus earrings for this episode. I got them new this year. Them. So if you're watching, I got Krampus earrings new this year.
So great.
Because we love them. I usually have a bundle of sticks with a little Krampus bell that hangs. Cute. We put up year round in the shop.
I love that.
I love it. I love how gruesome it is. I love that he doesn't just leave coal in your stocking. He abducts the little horrible children and takes them off to God knows where.
Which, the horrible kids go away. I mean, I'm not totally upset by that.
I just love that was the threatening of kids, like, oh, you better be good or Santa's not going to bring you presents. That's what it is in the U.S. Like, oh, you better be good or Santa's going to leave coal in your stocking. And in Europe, it's you better be good or Krampus is going to come abduct you and take you into the woods and we're never going to see you again.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm like, oh, that escalated real quick.
It did. So, yeah. Yay!
I love that. Well, my favorite tradition at this time, and like I would travel to Wales. I would love to travel to Wales to be there when Mari Lwyd is off doing her gallivanting. So if you've seen her name before, it is actually spelled as two words, and it's spelled Mari, and then the second word is Lwyd, but it is pronounced Mari Lwyd because it's Welsh. And she is a ghost horse figure. So basically she appears between like the midwinter time, usually between like Christmas Day and Twelfth Night. So kind of between like Christmas and New Year's and she's literally a horse's skull that is mounted on a pole. And her eyes usually have like light bulbs or like ornaments or things in them. And her mane is streamers of ivy and holly and ribbons and all this. And then she is donning a white cloak that hangs from the skull. And then she's like carried around like a hobby horse, like you would ride playing, cowboys when you were a little kid. And the group carrying Mari goes door to door. They sing Welsh songs. They're caroling, all that. And they engage in a playful exchange of rhymes or challenges to the homeowners. So if like the rhyming battle, so basically it's like a Welsh Christmas rap battle. And if Mari Lwyd wins, she gets to come into the house. She is granted permission to come into the house and she brings good luck for the year. So I just love like how it's both festive and kind of freaky and kind of spooky. And there's like kind of like this menacing vibe to it, kind of like some of the Krampusnacht things that you see in Austria, where like Krampus will like chase people down the street at like the festivals and stuff. This also happens with Mari Lwyd, is like sometimes Mari will chase you down the street. Sometimes she'll like snap her jaw at you or steal things or like kind of surprise you. So it's like kind of this like ghostly thing. And in like the 1960s and 70s, this tradition kind of started coming back as we kind of like started leaning into these old things. And I think the same is true for Krampus, where it was like, hey, this is really cool. Like this is a traditional thing from like the 1800s, whatever. Let's bring it back. So now in Wales, you gotta watch out between Christmas and New Year, because Mari Lwyd's coming to your house, and get your rap battle ready. But I just love her. Like, just delights me. I found out about this tradition a few years ago, and ever since I'm just like, I want to be in Wales for Mari Lwyd so bad. Just like I would love to be in like Austria or Germany for Krampus.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. So if she wins the rap battle, she comes into your house and gives you good luck?
Yeah.
Well, then
from what I understand.
I wonder if people just tank the rap battle on purpose then.
I mean, I would.
Right?
Yeah. I'd be like, whatever.
I don't know though. The minute that you have a horse head, you ring the doorbell and you open it and there's just a horse skeleton skull there. That's a little creepy.
It is a little creepy. Yeah. So it is that balance between creepy and fun, kind of Halloween-y.
Yeah.
Kind of Yule-y, all that.
It does bring the question, because I don't think the rest of our things have anything to do with caroling. Have you ever had carolers come door to door to your house?
I have. When I was a kid, it happened a couple times.
Did you pay them money?
No.
Oh.
Are you supposed to?
No, in England, the kids in the neighborhood will knock on your door, and when you open it, they will sing a very horrible Christmas, like very horribly sing a Christmas carol, and then all stand there like this.
Oh,
that was when we were stationed in England. Yeah, it was. It's so. I mean, it was still happening, 20 years ago.
Yeah,
but that's how the kids would just get a little bit more pocket money during the holidays. Was they would ring your doorbell, knock on your door, and then sing Jingle Bells or something, and then they all wanted some money.
Wow,
we learned
from
that
what I
first
understand.
One,
yeah, from what I understand, that's kind of how caroling got started. Was like people would go to their landlord's home, or like, I don't know, the noble in the area or whatever, and like get food and money and stuff by causing some chaos around Christmas time. So
yeah, no, the kids, if you didn't pay them, they would threaten to like, look, I lived in a really weird section of town too, where the little kids were shitheads anyway. But yeah, if you didn't feed them, or if you didn't give them something, like, yeah, you could. I think we got off with candy a few times, just like trick or treating. It's weird, but no, they would like kick over your, if you have like decorations on your porch, they would kick them up. Yeah.
Okay.
It was
Did
fun.
not know that. Yeah. No, we just had like the local churches would every once in a while do that, and that's fine. It was nice. It's been a long time.
They probably sounded better than
they did. They were actually like the choir. It was delightful, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. On that note, I'm going to move to the hiding of the brooms.
Yes.
Which is a Norwegian. So we're looking at like Northern Europe now. So basically, the belief was that on Christmas Eve, witches and evil spirits roamed freely. Why Christmas Eve? I don't know. But their favorite joyride vehicle wasn't a broomstick from the shelf of a witchy boutique. They wanted your broom. Yeah. So families would hide their brooms because they believed that if you left a broom out, a witch or evil spirit would come steal your broom and then ride it around to just do evil things. So you had to hide your broom, and basically there was no cleaning from the morning of like Christmas Eve until like through Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. So there was no cleaning at all on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day. And because that's when the witch could come steal your broom. There are some, I know that when we did the research for this for last year's box, I found a reference somewhere. I could not re-find it, but there was also a version of this where you left liquor or you left alcohol out to kind of appease the witch, maybe wine or something. And then if you did not hide your broom, she would come into your house take your offering and then get drunk and clean your house with the broom. Not clean it at all. Like fuck shit up, and
Yeah.
You'd wake up the next morning and your house looks like a tornado hit it. So that's why you did not want to leave your broom out. It was faux pas to do so. I think that what it was a way for them to basically make sure that you were focusing on your family for the holidays and not getting caught up in, making sure the house was perfect, making sure everything, this needs to be clean, that needs to be clean. So I don't know. I cannot find the reference anymore of the drunk witches. I think it's great. I'm still going to add it here because I know I read it somewhere. But basically, it's kind of like, here in a, we'd leave out cookies for Santa on Christmas Eve. They would hide their brooms so that the drunk witches and evil spirits couldn't either screw up their house or go riding around doing shenanigans. So I love that.
That's so funny. That's so funny. Well, I think that's what's so cool about these is, as with most folklore, there's a lesson to it, right?
Yeah.
And I love that. Like, don't be working too hard on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day.
Yep.
There's no reason.
No.
I love that. Okay, so remind me, are you talking about the Yule Cat? No. Okay, because my next story interfaces with that.
Okay, cool. No.
Yeah. Which I didn't realize until I was doing the research this morning. And I was like, oh, okay. So I am talking about Grilla. And if you watch Red One with The Rock, came out last year, Grilla is in it and she is huge. And she is from Iceland. And she lives in a cave in the mountains and is known for snatching up misbehaving children and turning them into stew. That's right. We've gone from Krampus, who likes to steal children and do things, to Grilla, who will steal them and cook them. Her name actually translates approximately to growler or grumbler, as like another level of her menacing nature, which, if stealing and cooking kids wasn't menacing enough, her name is pretty rough as well. The first time that she appeared was actually in the 13th century in Icelandic sagas and poems. So again, like this folklore tradition and all that. And she comes from the outer fields and has many tails. And she also has a bag on her back, which she throws kids in. So again, another thing, like Santa like has the bag full of toys. Yay! Krampus and Grilla have the bag full of children. So Grilla would come out midwinter season at Yule, which is Jol, and very similar to Yule, you'll notice. And she is linked to kind of the winter's harshness, to the long nights, the belief of like supernatural beings coming out in the darks and all that. But she's also the matriarch, which... go queen, of her creepy clan of the Yule lads, which are 13 mischievous figures that visit households. I'm gonna go into them a little bit, but also the Yule cat. She is the mother of the Yule cat, and yeah, I know the Yule cat was in your box last year, so it was the cute little hat that was in there that I still love. So she started being connected with Christmas in the early 19th century. So kind of like those Victorian cards that have like Krampus on them. Like she would be kind of like woven into like a lot of European traditions and all that. But her Yule lads, like I said, are 13 figures, and they descend from the mountains one by one in the nights leading up to Christmas. So kind of like pre-Yule and into like onto Christmas Day. And they are evidently the sons of Grilla and her husband, and his name is pronounced Lepalulthi, because I said, Google, help me pronounce this. This is a lot of weird little umlauts and things. They're pranksters or scary figures depending on like how the story is being told, but they will harass livestock. They will steal food. They will put trouble in children's shoes, which I'm not sure exactly what that means, but maybe it's not great. But they have like really descriptive names. So like there's one that's door slammer and one that's sausage snatcher and one that's window peeper. So it's like that's kind of like their specialty, right? So in like modern day tellings, they've kind of become a more like child friendly version where they like leave little treats for kids. So kind of in the same way that like Santa is like the positive aspect of Christmas, the Yule lads have become a more positive thing in some places. But the Yule cat, who is also pronounced as Yule Catterin, is this massive cat whose mama is Grilla. And anyone who does not receive new clothes before Christmas Eve could be devoured by the beast, or at least go missing for a little bit, you know, or miss out on a little bit of the Christmas food and all that. So this one, like you see a lot, is like this is like the hard work before winter coming up. It's also like making sure that you're clothed well before the harshest part of winter, right? And so a big tradition that developed from this in Iceland was that workers would be gifted new clothes if they worked in like the wool production factories. You know, people would give clothes and all that to their loved ones around Christmas. So, yeah, that's Grilla, the Yule lads, her husband, who is like one of many.
It's like her third one, wasn't it? Because she she ate one of them.
Yeah, so she ate one of them, and I actually saw that it's like there's multiple,
but
okay. He's so chill. You know what it is he is like one of those dudes that's got like the high-powered type A personality wife. And he's like, babe, whatever you want. It's cool. He's usually like in stories or in imagery, he's shown as being lazy. He's kind of henpecked and passive. Mm-hmm. And he's like a slow-moving giant. And he's like, okay, it's fine. Because she is so demanding that he is the only one that's just like, it's fine. It's cool. And lets her rule the roost. So yeah. Go Grilla.
There's so much to that. Like,
I know.
Is any Christmas story truly complete in Europe if there's no blood or cannibalism? That's what I'm learning. Like,
I don't think so.
And
like, the most subdued version is like Saint Nicholas, who was like the patron saint of children, I believe, like orphans and such.
Yeah.
But, like still, like those are little orphan kids in wintertime.
Yeah, and even one of the kids and one of the Yule lads was window peeper. So
yes,
we have a sexual predator in the story as well now. Like
yeah.
And sausage snatcher,
sausage snatcher. Which I'm going to assume is actual literal sausage.
Yeah. I don't look. That one has layers. That one has layers like an onion or parfait.
It does. Yes. It's very ogre-esque.
And Yule cat, if I remember correctly, is huge.
Yes.
Like it can devour you.
Yes.
So like
Yule cat is huge, but like she's huge too.
Yeah.
Like in that movie, she like comes down, and I think like in the movie, isn't she married to Krampus or something? Like they took a lot of liberties. So I think it was like Santa and Krampus were like brothers.
Yes.
And like Krampus was married to Grilla and
at one point,
ex-wife.
something like that.
But she's like massive when she pops in a scene. So
I actually loved that movie. Look, I have no shame. It had The Rock and Chris Evans in it, and was it J.K. Simmons was Santa, wasn't he?
Yes.
No,
yes.
I freaking love that movie. I
love that.
No
movie.
shame. It was great.
Oh,
I'm gonna watch it this year. I'm glad that you brought it up. I'm gonna watch it this year again.
I'm gonna rewatch it. I'm also gonna rewatch Violent Night with David Harbour. If you haven't seen this is so good.
Wait a minute, is that the Stranger Things guy?
Uh-huh.
Okay, yes, that one was good too.
I like that one.
Yeah, that was good. Yeah.
There's a new one coming out on Netflix. It's going to be like a sweet little romantic one with Melissa Joan Hart and somebody else from like the 90s. And it's like Xmas, but it's EX-MAS. So it's like ex-spouses or something. I don't know. It looks cute.
No, it's Alicia. That's Alicia Silverstone.
Oh, that's who it is. That's who it is.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's Alicia, and I don't even think she pronounces her name Alicia. I think it's Alicia Silverstone. Don't hold me to that, though. And Oliver Hudson.
Oh, that's who it is. Yeah, that's who it is.
No, I followed them on Instagram, so I've been counting down to that one. Yeah.
I love that. Yeah, no, I saw it was, in my head, I switched the names, but yeah, Alicia Silverstone, and I actually thought about you. I was like, oh, I wonder if Morgan's also going to watch this.
I have this bookmarked, yes.
I am going to watch this cheesy movie.
Yes, 100%. Awesome.
Well, we already watched, at the time of recording, it's mid-November, and we've already watched the Christmas movie for the season, so it is open season on Christmas movies as far as I'm concerned. Die Hard has been watched. We have seen the Nakatomi building explode. It is Christmas time. So
I love that. Yeah. Oh, all right. So my third one, I don't know why I chose it. I chose it because it's dark and gruesome, and I thought that was fun for a lighthearted Christmas tale. I chose Bloody Thomas, who. So basically, the synopsis of Bloody Thomas is, for whatever reason, it's on or around St. Thomas's Day, which they say is December 21st. So basically Yule. Yeah. Bavarian villagers whispered about a towering figure stalking the snowy woods. This wasn't a jolly spirit of abundance. It was Bloody Thomas, also known in some lore as Thomas with the Hammer.
Oh.
Yeah. He carries a giant hammer. It's bloody. Yes. So he appears during the 12 nights between Christmas and Epiphany. I don't exactly know when Epiphany is.
That's like Three Kings Day, which is like January 2nd or 3rd.
Okay.
Yeah.
So his job was to punish wrongdoers, catch liars, and smack down laziness or misdeeds before the new year resets everything. So, he would drag his bloody hammer across the like frozen ground, and sometimes he would knock on doors. Sometimes in some versions he knocked on doors, and then when you open the door, he would just be like this bloody figure standing there, and it would be like a warning to you, like, get your shit straight before the new year. So you have 7 days or whatever, 3 days, to just change your whole life. Or some versions say that he would wander in the forest calling out the names who have wronged others. So he's just gonna go through the forest, calling people out on their shit. So if Bloody Thomas, even though the folklore, because I guess it depends on what country, so they all kind of grouped them together for this Bloody Thomas thing. But the message, because again, folklore has messages. If Bloody Thomas shows up, you got some shadow working to do. You gotta get your shit straight, real quick.
Yeah.
You better right some wrongs that you've done that year. Because he might even show up. And if he shows up and knocks on your door, you just open your door, and there's basically just a bloody ghost there with a bloody hammer to be so this is where the only thing I could think of is the Christmas Carol. But,
yes.
But again, we have the Christmas Carol of the three ghosts telling you, showing you what you can do, how you can improve your life, and what you're missing out on by being an asshole and all this. Or we have a bloody ghost with a bloody hammer showing up at your door and possibly bludgeoning you to death because you were just a bad person.
But also, can we appreciate how Capricorn this energy is? Because he emerges on the 21st, so Yule and Capricorn season, but is part of it is he's going around and punishing lazy people, right?
Yes.
Get your shit together before the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
It's Capricorn Queen. King is all I can say.
I love that.
It's so crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yes. All I could think of was Capricorn energy and the Christmas Carol.
Yeah.
Or the better version, Scrooged.
I love that movie too. I know it. There's a lot of people that no. I tried to make that like a yearly one because it was a yearly one for me when I was growing up.
Yeah, yeah.
It didn't age well with the kids. I think they watched it once and then they were like, "Yeah, that's fine." But
yeah,
I loved Scrooge. I mean, I just love Bill Murray though.
I do too.
Yeah,
so crazy.
Yeah.
All right, Bloody Thomas. Okay.
Yes.
Well, on a similar thread, I will be telling you about Hans Trapp or Hans Trapp. He is actually also German, also pretty gruesome. So yay! He's actually based on a real historical figure of the name Hans von Trotha, who lived from 1450-ish to 1503. He was a German knight, and he was really cruel. And his conflict with the church became legendary. So this is actually, so he's a German knight, but the legend comes from the Alsace-Lorraine regions of France, kind of on that French-German border. So it's German, but like with a little drama. So basically, this dude went from knight and robber baron to a monstrous scarecrow figure. And the way this happened is that he sold his soul, presumably to the devil, dressed himself in straw, or became a scarecrow figure, kind of depending on what story you're reading, and hunted children. He is also another one of those devourer of children people. So that's fun. One version is that he is said to have stabbed a young shepherd boy. And again, so he was like an enemy of the church. And he stabbed a young shepherd boy. So we have like the Jesus kind of motif going on there. And Hans carried the body back to his lair and roasted him. Yay. And before he was able to take a single bite of this young shepherd boy, though, he was struck down by lightning in divine retribution from God above. So he really became associated with the whole like bad child thing. Like, if you're a bad child, bad things happen to you. And kind of also like Krampus is kind of the photo negative of St. Nicholas and Santa Claus, right? So gonna frighten you into good behavior. This is very German. So there you go. So he also wears a pointed hat. He, like Santa Claus, has a white beard. But he is a ragged scarecrow. And he is dressed like a scarecrow, like we would imagine, from like Wizard of Oz. Sometimes he's carrying a rod or a sack. Again, rods to beat kids, sacks to throw them in. And he is said to come from the starry sky with a stick or a rod for children who do not sing or pray.
So that was a not only be good,
yes,
but be
like
holy and Christian. Okay,
yes.
Okay,
yes. So yeah, oh yeah.
All I could think of was Jeepers Creepers, and I know that
yes,
Jeepers Creepers just played a scarecrow and like part of it to kind of blend in, but like,
right.
So I'm like, okay, so now we have a Jeepers Creepers character that is also punishing bad children.
Basically, yeah. So I think the moral of the stories is close your windows at night, keep your sausage away from anyone that might want to steal it, don't clean on Christmas or Christmas Eve, hide your brooms, hide your naughty kids.
And don't be an asshole.
And don't be an asshole. There you go. Brilliant.
Don't you wish that some of these we could just bring them back? You know, like I know of some evil people that should be taken away and be beaten and thrown in the back of a sack. And
I mean, I got a list. It's cool.
Don't you wish I could just revive all of this and like bring it back to life? Like, don't be an asshole, or Krampus is going to come after you, or you're going to get turned into stew by Grill.
Right? Yes. 100%.
Oh, that's what we need. We need more of scaring people, scaring them shitless, right?
Like, scare them into being good people.
Oh, I love it. And I love how in America they say, oh my God, Americans say the craziest things. Oh my God, Americans are so loud. Like, we don't have stories like this in America.
No.
These are great.
I know. They're amazing. They make me so happy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Best. Love it.
It's my turn to pull a card today, isn't it?
It is.
I cleaned my desk in here. So now I can't find anything. I know.
Gonna say.
I can't find anything. Okay. I'm going back for the laugh one because this has just been great.
It really has been. How little it is, too.
What brings out your inner toddler?
Oh, my inner toddler. Okay. So here's the deal. If we're like, and it's been a while since we've been out this late, but there were definitely times when we would close down the cocktail bars that closed at 2, and then we'd go do like the middle of the night breakfast thing at the local diner. Without fail, 3 a.m. hits. If I am still awake at 3 a.m., I hate everyone. I turn into a complete brat. I have no patience for conversation, for jokes, for seriousness, for anything. I don't want food. I don't want water. I just want my bed and everyone to leave me alone because I'm tired. So yeah, that is my most toddlery behavior right there.
Yeah, I think mine is similar.
Mm-hmm.
If we don't meal prep like on a Sunday or Monday for the week, just because we do work a lot, then we end up eating out a lot. We do a lot of DoorDash. And if it gets to the point where like last night, for example, the guys were supposed to figure out dinner. I had a late appointment, so I was like, you all figure it out. When I get out of the appointment, we'll go home, whatever. So I get out of the appointment, we leave, and I said, okay, what did you all decide for dinner? And Colin's like, we didn't. And I'm like, all right. So then we get home and we're like, all right, we're going to figure out dinner. We had this whole cat thing going on with our neighbor and to release one of the kittens into our backyard. And, so that was like another hour. And at that point we go inside and I'm like, so what's for dinner? Like, what are we doing for dinner? And all I get are, I don't know. And that's it. That's when my toddler comes out. And I, the same way. So I get on DoorDash, but I'm like scrolling, like nothing looks good. I'm just angry at this point. And I'm like, I even think I shut my phone down and put it down. And Colin's like, what did you figure out? I was like, nothing. We're not having anything for dinner tonight. And it's not even like an angry mom. It's like I don't want anything anymore. Never mind.
I'll just starve.
Yeah.
It's fine.
And then right before I die of starvation, I'll make a peanut butter and jelly. Oh my God. Yeah. So that's me. If you have to, that's one of the holiday rules. Like when we're in holiday, you have to feed the Morgan. Okay. You have to feed the Morgan. She will turn into a giant baby if you do not feed the Morgan.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I understand. You got to get Megan home in time for bed. Like, just do.
Yep.
I love it. That's a great question.
That was a good one.
I would like to invite our Patreon supporters, because that's a little more private community, to answer, when did your inner toddler come out? Like, because this is just a fun little discussion. So.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah. So great. Well, thanks again for listening. Happy holiday. Happy Krampusnacht. And all the things. Come follow us on Instagram at Two Witches Talking. Find us on YouTube at the Ink Goddess Creations channel under podcast. And come hang out on Patreon for free. Thanks so much for subscribing, sharing, commenting, liking, reviewing, because that helps other people find the podcast. And thanks for being our magical audience. Y'all rock.
Yeah, thank you.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.